Hello, this is Kirill from forexbot.com and welcome to the 25th tutorial on algorithmic trading for beginners. In the previous tutorial we talked about the design of our trading system and we looked at a diagram which shows what our program will look like on the inside. And today we're actually going to start coding our very first algorithmic trading system. And so this is a very exciting tutorial. Basically in a couple of tutorials it will be done and it will be ready to go. So without further ado, let's begin. Today we're going to be looking at this blue part of our diagram, which we discussed last time. So as you can remember, this is our a summary diagram for the whole trading strategy, and we're going to be looking at this part, which is check time conditions and make sure that this is the first tick of this bar. So let's go to Meta Editor, and we're no longer going to be working with scripts at this stage. We're going to be working with experts, and this is the expert advisor which we created in tutorial 21. That was for demonstration purposes, and today we'll create a new one, expert advisor, and this one we will call it a simple system because our system is fairly simple. Okay, finish, open that up, and we'll just go ahead and delete all of this, and maybe we'll leave the onTick function because we will actually need it. Just get rid of the comments. This is the onTick function. As we discussed previously, it'll be executed on and on and on and on with every tick. We won't be needing the onInit or onDinit functions at this stage. And let's go back to the diagram, and let's go to the detailed version of that diagram and understand what we're going to be coding today. So we're going to have two if-else conditions. We're going to check the hour, and then we're going to check our flag, which tells us if it was if the current tick is the first tick of this hour. Also, we're going to be working with a flag to make sure that its values are correct, and that's basically it. Also, we're going to be getting this hour from the trader because we want the trader to be able to input this time. So let's get started. First thing, we need to get this hour from the trader. It's 9, was it? It was 9. Unlike in scripts, we don't need to add that property script show input because inputs for expert advisors are always shown by default. So that's fine. This should work well. I'm just going to put these back. And now we're going to check if the hour is correct, if it is our hour. So there is a function in MQL4 which is hour, and if we click F1 and go to the help, to the reference, we'll see that hour returns the hour 0, 1, 2, and so on until 23 of the last known server time. So basically this is the current hour of the trading terminal. So if that hour is equal to our start hour, so meaning if it's a 9 in our case, in that case we will execute our trading algorithm. Otherwise, we will do what is prescribed by the diagram in the opposite scenario. Then we want to, so that was us implementing this bit over here. So the yes goes this way, the no goes that way. Now we want to check if the flag is true. So first of all, we have to introduce a flag, and this flag will tell us if this current tick that we are working with is the very first tick of the bar of this hour, and we want to set it to true initially because, of course, when the program launches for the first time, that tick will be if it happens to be in this hour, it'll be the first tick for the hour. Well, the first tick that the program sees, and that's what we want. So now we want to implement a check here. If then we'll take this is first tick, equals true, then we're implementing this check. So if it's true, the first thing that we do is we set the flag to false. We set it to false. And then what else do we need to do? We need to do this box. So we've done that, we've done that, we've done that. We need to do this last box. So if the hour is not 9, then set the flag to true. If the hour is 9 is this bit. That's it for the hour is 9. If the hour is not 9 is this bit. So here we need to set the flag to false. Okay, that's done. To true. So if the flag hour is not 9, set it true. So that all of these blue bits are done, and basically that would have been it. We would have finished with the blue bit here, but however there is a caveat here. When the onTick function executes, every time it starts, all of its variables are reset, and that is basically a concept which is evident not only in MQL4, but it comes back all the way back from C, C++, and basically all the programming languages that I've come across, that are functional programming languages, work in the following way: that between these two brackets of a function, that's where variables can live. So this variable is first tick. It is only going to be able to maintain its value, whatever value we set true, and then if we set it false here, we set it to true here, it will only be able to remember its own value until the end of this function. As soon as we leave the function, the variable will lose its value. Will be removed from the stack, or it'll be removed from memory. And then when we go back into the function, the variable will be created again and will be reset to this default value. And so that's something we haven't discussed before, and that was because we didn't really come across something like that, and we didn't require this. But now it is going to influence how we structure our code. And why is it going to influence our code? That's because if we leave everything as is, then every time the tick, this function is called on a new tick, what will happen is this variable will be recreated with the value, with a true value. And that means if this check goes through, this check will always be correct. And here is where we're going to have the body of the algorithmic trading system. So and in that case, the body of the logarithmic trading system will be always executed. Probably not body, probably core. It will always be executed, and that's not something we want. We want this variable to preserve its value even when execution leaves the onTick function and comes back to it afresh. So there is a keyword in MQL4 to do that, and it's called static. And that does make sense. It turns this variable from a dynamic or from a changing variable to a static variable which remembers its value even when execution leaves this function. So we'll go ahead and compile that. No errors or warnings. And what I always recommend is to check your code and make sure it's working correct, and you can always do that through the strategy tester. The strategy tester, we won't be discussing a strategy tester in detail here in this course. I'm working on well, at the time of recording of this video, I'm working on a separate course for strategy tester, which probably now you can find at www.forexpert.com. Well, at the time of when you're watching the video, it's probably already there. But we will use the strategy tester just to make sure that our code is working correctly. So here we'll add an alert, and we'll say first tick of hour. So we'll just add this alert and see if it will come up only one time in every time the expert advisor comes across a bar within the 9th hour, or every time the expert advisor comes across a tick. So we'll compile that. We'll go to the trading terminal. in the strategy tester, you should be able to find a simple system over here. Select British pound dollar. We'll select every tick, visual mode. Doesn't matter, the dates don't matter. Make sure optimization is off. If you click expert properties, you'll be able to see your inputs here. Once again, this is something we're not going into detail because this is a topic for a separate course. If you just follow the exact same procedures which I'm doing, you should be able to successfully just see what's happening with your strategy. So if you click start here, I'm just going to take the grid off so it's not in our way, and you just have to wait a bit while the terminal prepares itself to collects enough data to run the test. So there you go, it's running. So right now it's at 0 o'clock, and if you click the journal, you'll see all the messages coming from your expert advisor trading system. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Okay, so here you can see that a message has come through, and you can see as well that how many ticks there are in every hour. So every time the price is moving, that's a new tick within this hour. So within 9 o'clock, there was quite a lot of ticks, but we only got one message saying first tick of hour, and that means that our system is working correctly. That means that bit of the code, which we saw here, it only got executed once, irrespective of the huge number of ticks within that hour. So I hope you found this tutorial useful, and I hope you were able to follow the code. If not, the source code is always available at www.forexboat.com. And in the next tutorial, we're going to program the green section, well, most of the green section, and I hope to see you then. Until the next time, happy coding.